Welcome to BrokeFeed podcast number 15.
Actually,
Burger
15.
King foot lettuce.
We have Eliya today on the podcast. Introduce
Hello.
yourself.
My name is Eliya. Good job for pronouncing it right.
Nice. Yeah, after Eliya
yeah.
Martell of Dorn. You know, true fans know.
Just gonna pretend like I understood that reference.
Yes, from Game of Thrones. Oh, where'd you go to school?
Is there an Eliya? Is there an Eliya?
Yeah,
that you're
Eliya
referencing?
Martell. She was. Oh.
I've never met another Eliya, so
She had a gruesome
I'm
death.
intrigued. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Off screen, but
Off screen, but
brutal.
always in our hearts.
I'm sorry, Eliya. Hope you're doing okay.
Anyways,
Yeah. Oh wait, where'd you go to school? Where do you go to school?
I go to Ventura College. But
That's right.
I,
BC gang.
but I was homeschooled for my whole life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, since
that was fun.
up until college?
Yeah.
Did you ever did you walk for graduation in your backyard or something?
Yes, we had a whole ceremony.
Really? Oh,
no,
that's so
just kidding.
that would be pretty cool.
I'm totally kidding. I didn't just hang out in my backyard with my dog with, I don't know how you would imagine that,
Yeah,
but
who credentials that? Do you take a test somewhere or no, seriously, I have no
I feel
idea.
attacked. No, just kidding.
Did your parents just give you a report card, be like, yeah, you graduated high school, man?
It's just fun to hear what you guys would imagine a homeschool graduation to be. But actually, I was kind of a part of a homeschool organization
Oh, okay.
with a whole bunch of different families, and I promise it's legit mostly.
Uh-huh.
And so we all would go to classes every other week or whatever, and do real school sometimes.
Uh-huh. Dang,
And
okay.
then we all graduated at a local, I think it was a church or something, and we put on our own ceremony. And
Oh, that's cool, man. Shit.
Yeah, so it was super small and low key, but
Okay, so when you you said you actually had classes sometimes?
yeah.
Was that just to see where everyone's at, or was it actually you got to sit down in the classroom and start learning stuff?
No, it was actually a real classroom environment.
Did you like that? Was that worse than
yeah,
homeschool?
which environment do you think is better?
Yeah.
In your opinion?
I think it really depends on the person, because I think a lot of people do really well with the self-discipline. I had so many friends that graduated at 14, seriously.
Oh shit,
That's
real
cool.
good.
Yeah, there was just because they have their own schedule, they can just get way ahead and be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
Then there was me,
Oh, shit.
which honestly I kind of feel like I should have been in a more structured schooling, because I was a mess. But
Oh, shoot. Were you just doing your own thing?
no, yeah, I mean you do go to real classes. I had biology and history and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And it helped to have obviously other teachers. A lot of it was mostly just me on my own. My parents would give me the schoolwork and be like, okay, do this.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
But I mean, I'm grateful because then it gave me opportunities to have a job early on and do sports and
That's good.
do music and things like that. So
Yeah.
it was good. But there was some. It's so funny because when you're in that cult, I say culture just because it's its own world.
Yeah, yeah.
Cult.
Yeah, I was like, cool. Homeschool
Cult
cult.
culture,
Homeschool is a cult, confirmed. That's the only thing you're getting from this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
I exposed us, guys. We gotta delete this immediately.
Oh, shoot.
My FBI agent is watching.
Damn.
No, they would have at our group classes, there would be chemistry and math and things like that, and then there would just be classes that were like roller skating or there was a
Awesome.
Little House on the Prairie class.
Oh, that sounds pretty awesome.
Or
not gonna lie.
a comedy improv class. I don't know how much
Dang.
of this is just weird.
Do you guys just chop wood and live in a cabin for the House on the Prairie one?
They would show up to class dressed up with their little bonnets
Oh,
and everything.
that's
Yeah.
cute, man.
It was-
Shit. I remember
it was
we
pretty wholesome.
read that or saw some of that in elementary school. I forgot. I don't see the significance of that besides living back then, but
Yeah.
it was pretty lit. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they had they had a chess class. I guess chess club is kind of normal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But it all depends on your teacher, because some teachers were like I took an economics class where it was okay, let's go. You have this many papers to write and everything. And then some teachers, because they're not getting paid, it's just homeschool moms living their best life.
Uh-huh.
And
Wait, so your teachers were homeschool moms?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Straight up.
Okay.
No, yeah. And then one of them was okay, so we're going to do history. Let's just play this board game for an hour, please.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
actually.
it was pretty terrible.
Board
But then
game.
it really
Dang.
motivated me to
Yeah.
actually do well in
in-
college, because
yeah.
I was I need discipline in my life.
Oh yeah. In eighth
You know.
grade, I had this history teacher. He was really passionate about what he did. He was he's one of the reasons why I love history class so much. And how Risk, how you basically take over countries. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he did that, but he made it way bigger. And he basically, back in when like when we were like conquering more states, basically. Imperialism. That time.
Oh, yeah.
So they basically made it where like certain groups of desks would have countries, and we basically like took turns like taking each other's countries, and it was all tied into
My
history.
teacher did something like that too.
Yeah, and I
It
was like, dude, this
risk
guy's a
themed.
fucking genius. Like he didn't make the game, but obviously he extended Risk into its own. Like,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
game. It was so smart. It's just like that guy. You knew he loved his history. And, like, yeah,
That makes a difference.
Yeah,
It's really
such a
cool.
good guy.
That's cool.
But yeah,
Well, how was real school? What was that like?
he's awesome. I mean,
I thought it was cool.
I liked elementary school. But middle school was kind of ass. It's just those years, you know.
Middle school,
Those years.
I am like the real minority of people that like middle school were like the best years of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird. I
Yeah,
know.
I've like never heard that.
Yeah, it's usually like the most turbulent
Yeah.
times, man.
Yeah. No, everyone else had like a horrible middle school experience.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely because of where I went. It's like it was pretty small for a middle school. It was like 40 people in the
Oh.
8th grade class.
Wait,
As a
the whole 8th grade class was 40? That's pretty small.
It was
dude.
tiny, dude. It was just a private school, you know. But
So how many people went there then? Like total, like 300 or 200?
probably, well, there's like an elementary school too.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
But yeah, there's just no high school.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good experience. There's like everyone was super nice for the most part. You know, bullying wasn't like a thing really there. Everyone was
Will.
pretty nice to each other.
That's kind of what I loved about homeschool. Like the whole community was like bullying just didn't didn't happen.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
kinda how
really rare
college
and
is
really
now too.
important.
It's like
Yeah.
no one
That's
cares.
what I love about college. It's like it's really disconnected if you don't want to be connected. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you can just do
everyone-
everything yourself and not actually become
Yeah.
part of a community.
Well, no, everyone.
That's the
obviously-
best.
Yeah,
No
because
one like
it's like-
screws around in class.
Yeah,
Everyone's
there's no
there because
community
they want to
bully.
be
Yeah.
there. You know,
Right.
everyone's dedicated to an extent.
Yeah.
You know.
'Cause
If you go
you
to college
choose
to
be
bully
there.
somebody, you're kind of wasting your money, dude.
Yeah.
Because then you're not learning anything if you're just focusing to bully someone in class or like to fuck around. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like at this point, if someone was bullying, there'd be other people who'd be like, knock it off. Like,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know.
Because it's all adults there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
For the most part.
It's crazy because there's like elderly people there too.
Right.
At times, and it's
Sometimes
like,
they have
you
weird
know,
input, you know? There's this guy who was
It's
in my
different.
class. He was like, say some weird shit.
Yeah.
But like they're entitled to it, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's interesting having like all these different like points of view.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot more
for sure.
perspective in college than there was in
Yeah.
high school. Because like some of them can give input about like being a dad or like having a family
yeah,
or
like
like
stuff you just haven't
yeah,
experienced. yet.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
that's
definitely.
really interesting. Paying for that.
Yeah.
For the experiences that I haven't faced yet.
Yeah, and you actually, it's a lot. I don't know. You don't really get that as much in like, 4-year schools. Community college is where you see that most of the time, like
That's
the
true.
different age groups.
Oh, yeah.
In one setting. So I think I don't know. Some people don't like that. Some people think it's weird. I guess, but I think
I think
it's
it's really
cool.
cool.
I think
that-
it really grounds you because you're like you're
Yeah.
the same as that person who's like 10 years older than you, and they're the same
yeah,
as
yeah.
you. You know,
it
same
really
level.
gives you like some perspective, like of everyone being equal. I feel like in most of my classes, the professor treats you as an equal too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He's like, don't call me like Mr. or Mrs.
Oh, it's our
anything, or
government class?
professor.
Yeah.
Just call me, Ryan or whatever.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
It's nice to have someone that and they're all for the most part at community college. They're pretty understanding.
Yeah.
Most of the people I've had, there's been a couple here and there that are like really arrogant and and that's how I feel like it mostly is in really big schools. I just hear
It
about
varies,
people that
though.
are just kind of it varies everywhere.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it just
You
depends.
hear it more at the bigger schools,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
really
yeah.
arrogant people that are so wrapped up in what they do that they they're not really nice about it.
No, I get that. I
But
get that.
I feel like 9 times out of 10 at BC I've had good teachers.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
So-
Shit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there was a lady in my music class who was, I think she was, oh gosh, I don't want to like guess her age. That's
Old.
scary. But she was like an elder lady and she was the sweetest person, but she called them out. Like when people were goofing off in class, she was like, I am here to learn. And she just like sassed everyone. She sassed the professor. I can speak English.
Wait.
She
Oh, wait,
sassed
this old lady
everybody.
was a student?
Yeah.
Oh, this was a teacher. I was like,
sorry.
oh.
It's
Yeah,
weird when the
student. She,
Yeah.
students older than the teacher.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
she
bro,
and she was also a teacher at like other schools and stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
she came into our class, like on our level, but she kept everybody in line, and it was so cool to have that dynamic.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's cool. It's just like,
she
shit,
was-
bro. You're
she was
wasting my
she was
learning
tight with everybody
experience.
too, like, We love you.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've had like a wide range of professors just in the first year.
Yeah.
I had my English professor was like super stern of like, this is what I expect one day, and then the next day he'd be like, so I'm your biggest ally in this school, like you guys can come, like
kinda
I got your back. Like he was like,
Sounds like a trap.
and I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
it was weird, but
Kind of weird, but okay.
yeah. Yeah, but then my music professor, like the head of the voice department and theater department, so
Voice
great.
department.
Like
Yeah.
like he was just like a total goofball. Like in rehearsals he'd be like sitting in the corner with a giant red boa on his head, and he was just like, do it again. But he would give really good critique, and like he knows what he's doing.
That's
but he's
good.
just like,
That's what I like
total
about like
goofball.
teachers, when they actually can give you good criticism
Yeah.
versus just like good job or like
Right, yeah.
yeah. I like that a lot because like my English teacher, he wouldn't write it down. He's like, I don't write on essays anymore, guys, because nobody reads that shit. But if you ask him, he will tell you. He'll be like, yeah, this is what you really need to work on. I was like, thank you. Oh shit.
Yeah, like, wow, that was valuable information.
Yeah. But how's it like being in the music classes? Because you're a musician. She's a musician, guys. She's actually famous.
Yeah, I actually
Here.
have 3 million followers, guys.
But yeah, is the music program good at VC? What do you think? Like,
Yeah, I think the professor I mentioned is like absolutely amazing. It's kind of wild. I didn't know what to expect because like just a local community college.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it would be like. But it's actually so fun. I had a blast. Like I'm not a super musical theater person, but I like the day before the audition last fall for their like fall musical, I just auditioned. And I was like, why not? And then I ended up being like Mrs. Peacock in Clue the musical, like Clue the board
Clue?
game. So I got to like
it's a
have,
board game? Wait.
you know, like murdered 5 people and,
Oh shit.
you know, while like
I'd love to do that too.
tangoing and singing and like, you know, murdering people. It was fun.
We love
This
murder.
is so weird. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Murder
So
is
wait,
fun.
what's Clue? Is that like a murder mystery or what?
Have you heard of the board game Clue?
Really?
I've heard of Clue, but I didn't know it was a board game. I just
Yeah.
It's also a movie. They made a movie.
Oh,
It's based on the board game.
is it a
though.
murder mystery? Because it sounds like murder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's like a
it's a
murder
whole
mystery
board
game.
game and everything like based around finding
Is it
the
like we have to
killer.
like find clues and like be like, oh, this gun?
No, it's just called Clue for no reason.
Yeah, there's
I
no
don't know if you're
relation.
joking, asshole.
No, yeah.
I'll
you
look it
just-
up later. Whatever, guys.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I only had Clue Junior as a kid, which is like
The kid version.
They're like, who stole the
was just
cookie
like
or
yeah, it was like
something?
yeah, it was like who stole like the last slice of cake or something. It
Oh,
wasn't like a murder
who
thing.
stole the cookies in
remember
the
that.
cookie jar?
Yeah.
Does someone remember that? I think that was
No,
from
definitely.
Elmo. I don't really know.
Was that?
I don't know. It was a good song though. It was a bop back then.
Making that Elmo reference.
Yeah, man. God bless. Can we just take a moment of silence for Cheddar from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? He died 2 days ago.
2 days?
3 days ago, I think.
Spoiler alert, I haven't seen it, but
No, like the dog actually died.
it's a dog.
real
I'm sorry.
actor?
I have no idea. I've never seen
No,
it.
it's just a guy named Cheddar. He passed away.
I was like, is this the
God bless
character
his
in the
soul.
show?
I mean, it is. Is his real name Cheddar?
I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not.
Do you think they'll replace him, or do you think he'll die in the show?
I don't know. I don't know if they're producing the last season yet or if they finished it. Because if they finished it, I hope they had the scenes already filmed.
Yeah.
So they can find lookalikes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how's it like being a magician?
Right.
At
Magician, wow.
Musician at 19, 20.
Hey, 19.
19.
No, it's
I wasn't sure if you were
Guessing
18.
the
good guess.
She's
good
like,
guess.
I'm 47.
God damn it.
Yeah, excuse you. No, it's great. I am kind of all over the place. I mostly sing and do guitar
Nice.
and
Acoustic or electric?
both, but
Whoa.
I've been having a lot of fun with electric. But
Yeah.
I really like doing jazz and kind of like indie R&B.
I love
I don't know how
indie.
to describe it.
Lo-fi indie EP.
So how's it like? Do you like perform at certain places or you perform everywhere? Like, what's your favorite place to perform actually?
Ooh, favorite place to perform.
BrokeFeed business.
Yes. This is actually, I'm just going to do a concert for you right now. No, just kidding. That is not happening.
Yo.
Let's see. I got to sing with I think it was a 20-piece jazz orchestra.
Whoa.
And that
20
was
pieces.
super wild. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a full big band. Like I
Yeah.
felt like it was the 40s. That was kind of like just
Shit.
really wild. And then I another last minute audition at VC. I got to be in an opera.
Oh, the
that
opera!
you guys both came to.
Yeah, that was cool. That was so
Yeah,
long ago now.
That was a
the
good
weirdest
night at
show
the opera.
ever. Yeah. And that was honestly like as
There's some guy
strange.
yelling in the bathroom.
Mazine and Ricardo are just there too, just like. That's so funny. Shout out Mazine Ali and.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Good to you.
Oh no, this is great.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and so I got to be in an opera, and that was really weird and unexpected. And I got to, have a death scene and sing about
That was
my
pretty
life.
cool.
That was pretty intense.
Yeah,
Was it
That
was it easy for that, like, to do the whole like acting and like singing or whatever? I don't even know if it's acting. I don't know if you can call it acting.
Yeah, I mean, well, apparently
deserve
not.
an Academy
If you're
Award for
questioning
I don't
it,
know. It was pretty like interpretive.
that's good word. Good
Lot
word.
of running around. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the live action. This
It's
is
a pretty dramatic love story, I guess. I think it was a love story. I don't know. I couldn't really understand anything anybody said.
honestly, we had 3 weeks to put the entire show together. So
Wait, was it written in 3 weeks too?
no, it was from like 1600s.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It was based off a
It's
scroll.
been in the works for centuries.
The music was written and everything.
Dang.
But our adaptation, which was entirely like,
It's like a modernization of it. kind of,
yeah, there was a lot of great ideas that we didn't really have time to fully bring out. So I think everyone that saw it was just really confused and sad.
Yeah, like what were
But-
the actual themes of that? What were you trying to touch
Seemed
on?
like
Like,
it was
I need
like
to
bullying,
know.
Yeah,
kind of.
I got the bullying
Good,
vibe
good.
and the whole like wanting to kill myself because my boyfriend cheated on me or something like that kind of vibe. I don't really know.
Wow, that's like
I
the
wasn't
most,
sure. It seemed like a tragic love story, like Romeo and Juliet, but less family feuds.
There you go. That I don't even need to say anything.
Oh,
They just summed
yo.
it up. No, the original story is actually about this like queen of Carthage who.
Is that in Italy or something?
What was that?
Is that in Italy or
Come
something?
on, history, man. Shouldn't you know this?
I don't know anything before July 1st. Wait, 4th, 6th, 1776. When did we actually
Do you know
sign
that's
it?
not like when they wrote it though? And
No, when did they actually like put it through though? It was like in August or something.
it was a lot later.
Whatever.
Oh wait, no. July 4th is when they wrote it.
when
but
they yeah.
It was a different day
Yeah.
There
that
you
we
go.
got our independence. It's not the
Sorry.
real independence day.
Yeah. We're kind of going on a tangent. Okay.
Thank you for that TED talk. No. What were you saying? Oh yeah.
Where's Carthage?
Yeah. No, you guys were right though. Our interpretation wanted to touch on like the power of social media and how bullying can affect people.
No, that's cool.
And like, and just I'll just give this little mini rant about opera. At first listen, of course, opera sounds like obnoxious to a lot of people that aren't
Yeah,
familiar
man,
with it.
I
Like,
tried to dress fancy
you
for
know,
it.
pretty insane.
Were you
But
supposed
actually,
to dress fancy for it?
what was that?
Were you supposed to dress fancy for the opera?
Fancy
Oh.
Ricardo with his like Asian.
Yeah.
What was that?
He had like his Asian button up and then like his umbrella. Chinese button up shirt. It was like
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called. I don't know.
That's all you need.
Yeah, he was really visual.
Perfect.
I just wore a
Good
nice
guy.
sweater.
Shout out Ricardo once again. If you're
Ricardo.
watching.
Pretty
Probably not.
Damn.
He might
But yeah.
be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. Hello. Hi, Ricardo. Thanks for coming.
That's gonna be so weird if he's watching it.
Breaking out. Am I supposed to like look at the camera? I don't know. Breaking the fourth
Look
wall.
wherever
He's like,
you
this
want.
is kind of meta.
Anyways, I don't know. Where was I?
We were talking about
Yeah,
the opera.
no. At first, opera is obnoxious to a lot of people and it doesn't make sense. But it's
That really didn't make sense.
Artistic.
no, that one really didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm so amazed that you guys came. But the fact that people like train their voices with so much insane technique and detail and hard work to be the loudest and like fullest expression.
Yeah, that shit
of-
loud, guys. It's loud.
It's really like just expressing like this is not. I'm failing.
No. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing at how loud opera is.
Okay, well,
That was
anyways.
intense. No, it was a really cathartic experience for me. Is that the right
Just
word?
emotionally purging.
There you go. I feel like it can express a different level of emotion because there's so much like purpose behind each technique in what they're doing in their voice. Like they'll add different dynamics and different crazy like notes and volumes and all of these different parts for different reasons of the story, and it's all very intentional and expresses like a lot more emotion than I feel like you know, what you hear on the radio.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just
yeah,
a
of
totally
course.
different world. So it's like,
It's no Playboy Cardi, you know.
there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
So I really enjoy it, especially like the tragedy stuff, because like, you know, operas are dramatic or whatever, and everybody dies. But I feel like it just kind of, I don't know, in the moment, like it kind of expresses a different feel than what you normally experience in musical theater, which is like like jazz hands.
That's just fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you like opera a lot, or do you prefer doing your like indie R&B jazz?
I am much.
Because I don't know how often
That's
you do
much
opera.
easier. The
Opera or the indie?
not
stuff?
opera.
Oh, not opera. Shit.
If you try to sing like one phrase of operatic music, like you will die.
Really? Does it hurt your
It's
like voice
so
or
hard.
throat or whatever?
It takes so much breath and
shoot.
support and like understanding your instruments so intellectually. It's just like it hurts my brain.
Oh yeah. Do you practice breathing like to have like the breath? Because singers, I feel like they have a lot of breath. I don't know. I get out of breath just singing in the car. You know, it's pretty intense.
Yeah. No, there's a whole science to it about like breathing in a low breath and making sure there's no tension in like shoulders, neck, anywhere, jaw tension.
Do you just get like massages if you're feeling too tense before a show? You're like, shit, if I'm tense, I'm not singing good tonight, guys.
Yeah, that's like, an element to it.
Just hit a blunt before
Just walk on
performing.
stage, like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, yeah. But I think I'd probably, I don't know. I haven't done that much opera, actually. Like, I've kind of just done it here and there. So I think maybe I'd prefer more like, I write my own stuff too.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
More, I guess, like singer-songwritery, jazz, indie, pop. I don't know. I think that's fun because it's a lot easier and I can like be more creative with it and do whatever I like want to do artistically. Like opera, you read the music that was written 300 years ago and and stick to it. So
so wait, when you write music, do you like follow the whole like beats thing, or like I don't know, or do you just write it? Because like I don't even know how to count bars or whatever they're called, like the millimeter measures. That's what it's called, dude. In History Rock, they gave us a week to learn it. Like they were teaching us, like our instructor. I don't know how he counts songs. It's just like I count with them, and then I'm so lost when I count by myself.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I do use measures of music to stay organized and not get off track.
See, I get it's really organized, but it's like if you're writing it just off your head, is it really hard to keep it organized? You know what I mean?
Or
do you think in measures? That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like counting like 1 and 2 and you know, or like trying to get some complex time signature or anything.
Yeah.
I generally sometimes I just start with just lyrics that like are not fitting in any order, and then as I like add the guitar to that and figure out like chords and time signatures, and then I just kind of meld it together. But yeah, it's helpful to like, you know, kind of have that foundation of 1, 2, 3, 4 and or 1, 2, 3 or 7 or whatever you want to do. But yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It helps because it's kind of like if you're driving and then you're like going steady and then it's just like swerves out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like, wait, what is, like, I'm confused. Where am I? Yeah. That's kind of how it is when there's no like structure or like rhythm to it. So it helps to like.
Doesn't really flow well, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
You'd be like listening and you're like, why am I just like.
Yeah.
So it like,
the beats all offset and everything. You're like,
like this is offbeat. But
yeah, no, I get that. I'll still never know how to count it though. I'll just
it's okay.
feel
You don't
it.
have to. You can
that's
just
true.
enjoy not.
It's kind of
feeling
useless,
the chaos.
guys.
Or maybe organized chaos, but
Yeah, nice.
fun stuff. But yeah, there's that.
So it's on your Instagram. Oh shoot, sorry. You wanna go?
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say something.
I was. Then
Oh.
you said something.
Say
I don't
something.
know.
And
I was
probably
gonna.
more important
No,
than-
I was just saying you perform in Ojai a lot because like I see you post like, oh, I'm performing in Ojai, guys.
Yeah.
Shout out, she's performing in Ojai, guys.
Come to the Vine.
So I don't
Check
know
out.
where. Wait, where is it at?
There's a restaurant in downtown Ojai called The Vine. Hit me up, guys.
Go.
Hit us up for BrokeFeed business.
There
Yeah.
you go.
If you want to carpool there, guys.
Yeah, let's all go.
Yeah, let's save the environment while we watch a show.
Yeah. Let's buy a Tesla while we're at it.
I'm
There
so
you go.
down.
Why
You'd
not?
save so much on gas, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That
For
sounds
only
so
how
good.
much does Tesla cost?
Only a couple hundred. No, I'm joking. I think it's around 100 now.
100,000.
I don't know.
$100.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not bad.
I don't know. Let's just look at the Tesla price later.
Yeah.
But yeah. What were you
But
gonna say, Jay?
anyway, yeah, I don't know. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say you write your own music. Yeah.
Correct.
How difficult is that process for you? Like, would you say it comes to you like naturally, or do you really have to like? Because I've tried
Ooh.
unsuccessfully.
AJ's got an
AJ's
easy
No,
coming, guys. I'm ready.
No, just like with like, poetry and stuff like
Right.
that.
Ooh, we got a
No.
real poet in here.
That would be amazing. You need to share that with the world.
We're gonna have poetry reading next
for
week.
the Spotify users, this awkward silence is him just, weirdly
Nodding at him. Yeah.
nodding and
I'm like
Waving
flexing
his
my
eyebrows.
wrist. Yeah.
anyways. No, it's just I don't know. It like you have to like think about it for a long time but I mean, I feel like if you're passionate about it or you really have an idea, you're set on it, it would come to you a lot easier.
Like the Beatles.
There you
Yeah.
They crank that shit
Just-
out quick.
Just 30 songs per album.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Wow, I can't imagine. No, it's definitely work. Like, it's a whole process. Sometimes it takes, like hours or days or months just to like get through a song. It totally depends. Like, I feel like it's totally different each time. Like, I've written a song that is done in a day, and I feel
Nice.
like I'm actually happy with it. And other songs, like, I'll start, part of it, and then, or like I said, I'll just have the lyrics, but then I have to like really work out, like making sure it actually is structured so that it's not just like a run-on sentence kind of, and making sure it really expresses like what I want it to say, and just communicating like what's going on in my mind and putting it, onto paper is it, like, whether it's, a paper or poetry or anything, like, expressing that in a certain way is tricky. But I think, yeah, it's different each time at the end of the day. Sometimes I'll start with just like guitar, like chords and different things, and find like, oh, I really like this progression, like how it, kind of gives this like this tension to resolve, and then, like kind of a story arc with just the instrumental.
So do you make like instrumental before lyrics usually, or
Sometimes, yeah. I mean,
is it just
it's kind of
either
hard.
way?
I
Like,
don't
what's
know.
easier? Do you make making a song first or the lyrics?
Yeah. I think everyone kind of has their own thing. I don't know. Like, I have a hard time like singing and writing a melody without chords. So a lot of times I'll do the guitar first and then do the lyrics separately, and then kind of combine it and like add melodies. Just try a whole bunch of different ideas on top of that. So it's kind of like one thing building on top of
Do
another.
you layer stuff? Like, do you do all like a bunch of instruments, or do you just do guitar in your songs? I haven't heard your music before.
Right.
Like,
No. Fair
Play
question.
it right now.
sorry guys, I'm a fake fan, but like, is it
This
just
is the
pure
most
guitar?
famous person we've had on here. Besides
Yeah, I
Bygone.
have like
Besides,
100
and contact,
followers,
bro.
guys.
Don't
I mean, yeah, and Contact. Shout out Contact. I didn't
Yeah,
forget
you guys just
bro.
had like rappers on here too.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Last week.
That was
last
I watched
week.
that. That was good.
Yeah, nice, thanks. View.
I was like the viewer, like woohoo. What was? Oh yeah, no,
What was the
I
question? Oh yeah, do
I
you
mostly
do other
just do like my voice and guitar because I don't have a band
Oh.
because I don't have other people that can
Dang.
like just
Not
show up.
yet.
Yeah.
Except now, I don't know. I might have somebody
We'll
who's
see.
gonna come.
Hey,
jam.
Ayush.
Shout
Yes.
out Ayush from the last episode.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna drop Astroworld again.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Heck
Astroworld 2.
Yeah, Astroworld 2.
Shit.
Electric Boogaloo. It's gonna be
Ooh.
Electric Boogaloo.
I like
that
that
sounds
name.
amazing.
Wait, is that not an actual album?
It's not.
Oh shit, Electric Boogaloo sounds like an album by like the fucking Jimi Hendrix or some shit. I don't fucking know. Shit. Let's do it,
Nice.
guys. But yeah.
Yeah,
your own band?
yeah, I'm kind of my own band, but the thing is, this is so insane because like I've always had like $2, but my dad actually owns a recording studio.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he owns a recording studio and he's a multi-instrumentalist. So
Dang.
kind of my entire band is like,
You're like a garage
My father.
band that started in a studio.
That's really cool
no,
though.
that's actually pretty awesome. Okay, you get like
Super
unlimited
crazy.
studio time forever.
I mean, kind of.
Well, you know what I mean. Like it's all free.
Yeah, no, I'm seriously so insanely grateful.
Is it ever like if you want to use a studio, you got to do your chores first, man?
No,
like-
that's what's crazy is like I can go into the studio, like obviously it has to work around his schedule and he's super busy, so it's
Yeah.
usually like once a week or something
Yeah.
that I'm able to. And so he can do drums, piano, like he can do a whole
Dang.
he can do bass, he can do
He's like your very own wrecking crew, huh?
He really is.
That's so cool.
it's just me and my dad, guys.
yeah. Aww.
We're a squad.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna be releasing a song that I wrote on streaming platforms finally. It's
Dang.
literally-
Promotion.
Is it gonna be on
Promotion.
Spotify? So wait, where's it
Promotion.
gonna, wait, okay, let's start off. Where can we listen to it when it comes out?
I believe any streaming service, so like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
SoundCloud.
Sound.
No.
No, we won't
No,
judge
maybe
you.
you know what? Maybe I'll,
Yeah,
I'll
that's for
start.
the bottom. For
Yeah.
the peasants, no. Shit,
No,
you
no, I'll
heard
do
me say
SoundCloud
that. Oh,
too.
he'd be
That's,
so
I didn't
pissed.
think about
Shout out
SoundCloud.
Bygone.
Shout out, yes. Yeah, no, and if you can spell my name, then you can probably find me because there's not
It's
a whole
not
lot.
spelled like Eliya Martell, though.
Yeah.
There's a Y in there, guys.
There's a Y just like chilling in there.
And her last name's not Martell either. Don't look up Eliya Martell.
Ooh, something about a gruesome death. I don't
Yeah,
know.
her death was really sad, but whatever.
But anyways, no.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not
So,
the point.
so is it? Are you able to tell us what it's called, or is that a secret?
Yeah, it's called No One on My Mind.
Wow. Wow. Is that like a "You Don't Need No Man" kind of song, or no one as in
guess.
no one,
I
meaning
mean-
Arya Stark from Game of Thrones? Wait, you don't know that yet. Never mind. He doesn't know yet. It's a spoiler now.
You in the Game of Thrones this episode.
A lot of references.
That reference.
You understood that reference. There you go.
Captain America. I
I understood that
reference.
reference. Just keeps going.
America's ass.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So,
Man, I
wait.
never thought you'd talk so much crap about America just now, man. America's ass.
I'm talking about Captain America's booty. America's ass. Possessive.
Possessive.
Sure, you do want to possess it. Anyways,
Okay.
Let's
Any
move
man would be
forward.
lucky to have that kind of ass. Let's be real.
That was a worthy sidetrack.
Yeah. Okay. So what's it about?
I wrote it about a
Worthy.
year ago,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's pretty much what it sounds like. I like here's you guys get the backstory, you guys get the content. So
Juicy.
you heard it here first.
yeah, you heard it here first. This is the story behind. No, so I think it was the night before my senior prom in high school, and
turbulent times.
I did not have a date, and
Oh,
I had asked
we've all
somebody
been
the year
there,
before, but they
I
said no.
Same.
Woo!
I never went to prom. Okay, was that
Good.
too sad?
Good. No.
Sorry.
No,
okay, continue.
no, it's all good. So, but instead of like, I really, honestly, I remember going to sleep and I was like, I can just go to sleep and like not worry about any like emotional like baggage or like just confusion of like, you know, like unrequited like love or anything. Like I don't have to deal with
And
any of
other
that. And like
cliches.
I can just go and like dance and like have an amazing time. So I did, and I had the best prom ever. And
Aw,
my
that's
friends were
good.
literally crying in the bathroom
Yeah.
because their guys were being like total jerks.
Damn.
And I was
I
like,
love right now.
here, let me come for you. Okay, also Dancing Queen is coming on, so hold on.
Yeah,
Let
all
me
the
eat
single
outta
ladies
here.
out on the floor having fun. All the
No, honestly,
couples.
I literally
It
won
is
the
a
lip sync
hot
contest, guys.
girl
Yeah.
summer.
Hey, if you're a dick to your girl at prom, you should go cry in the bathroom and slip on your own tears.
Yes, no.
Also, fuck, I had a question earlier. Hold on, give me a second. It was about what? Oh, yeah. Okay, so AJ and I have a very favorite song by Breakup Shoes called Unrequited Love and Other Cliches, but not gonna lie, what the fuck does unrequited love mean?
Unrequited is like
Unrequited.
Given but
I
not
never pronounced
returned.
it wrong so bad. Wait, what is it?
unrequited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's not reciprocated. Like if you
Oh.
like someone but they don't like you back.
Everyone I've ever liked.
That's a
you know?
sadder title
Yeah.
now that I know what it means. God
It's a
damn.
mood. Yeah. So all of that to say, that was a whole backstory. You
Shout
guys
out
okay?
breakup shoes.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
oh,
Love Breakup Shoes.
we're all just crying. No.
I think you'd like them too. Did you
Yeah.
listen to anything from them?
It sounds
I know you
really
listen to Hate
familiar.
Yeah,
Drugs,
it's
but
like like
No, I
very
think I-
chill
I think
indie
I did, I
surf
just
rock
can't
kind of
remember.
vibes, a little bit surf rock vibes.
yeah,
That's
But
good.
yeah,
wino vibes,
what's that?
like wine.
Just
or wine.
wine.
You know how he always does like drunk on wine
Oh
videos
yeah,
on
he's
Instagram.
always like yeah, like playing music while on
Those
the
are
wine
so
drunk.
cool, yeah.
What a guy, dude. He looks different without the
Yeah, he looks like a baby. I love that guy. Though.
baby face Joe. Is that his name? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I totally forgot. This feels insulting.
Breakup Shoes is cool. Check him out on Spotify.
Breakup Shoes, don't
And
listen to
Hate
this.
Drugs.
I
There you
embarrass
go.
myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, I was just like, I had a really wonderful time, and I was just like, kind of thinking in general, like if I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna spill the tea.
Ooh.
No, I was just thinking like, if you're literally like, say like in a perfect world or whatever. You guys are just dancing there. Like if you're like with somebody for like the rest of your life, that means I'm gonna have like how many years just to be by myself and like not worry about any of like somebody else's crap.
Yeah.
Like then I'm gonna just like live that to the fullest, you know? I don't know if that's stereotypical, it probably is, but
No, but I get that. Like sometimes it's like
it's nice to just like
be on your own.
Be at
because
peace,
like
yeah.
say you go get with someone right when you're like young. But what if you guys have a baby? Then like you can't leave to go.
He's a baby. That'd be kind of weird.
Wait, he's a baby or you have a baby?
So
What,
you
what
have
did
a
you say?
kid, right? It's just like, well, shit. Now I can't travel for my career because I have to see the baby all the time.
It's
not
kind
saying,
of a
not to
huge
say a baby's a
commitment,
mistake,
That's
but
why
it's more
we
like
don't have kids.
no. It's just like don't make huge commitments too early because you might want to do something with your life.
Boom.
That's like
Yeah.
that cannot include that. Not to say that a baby or marriage would be bad at 19 or whatever.
Shout out
Right,
a
no,
certain
that's-
person getting married at 19.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, all that to say, about a year ago, I wrote a song about it, and I wrote about just kind of expressing that freedom and that happiness. And low key, I really miss it because I'm not really in that frame of mind anymore. But I still feel
What
like
of
it
like
needs
no
to
one
be,
on the line for
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But like, I feel like it needs to be said more to like actually appreciate it because there's so many songs about being so sad and alone, which is needed. You know,
Yeah.
Everybody loves those sad bops, but it's kind of
Me
nice.
especially.
I don't know. I just feel like it's really. It's kind of like it was my anthem for a while, and I want to like.
What, being sad and alone or the being? Wait, I lost track for a second.
You know
Sorry.
what?
I lost track, guys.
Yes.
I feel so attacked. No, just kidding.
Okay, but let's look at every pop star right now. It's all about sad boy music.
Yeah.
Or love songs.
Yeah, and so I kind of just wanted
Shout
to
out
go.
to Billie Eilish.
Shout out Russ. Just kidding. He's
Oh.
just kidding. I've never listened to Russ.
I don't
in my
know who
life.
Russ is, so I can't really defend you, Russ.
Dang.
Or that you guys. I don't know if it's a band. I don't know.
There you go.
So your favorite mind was nobody on my mind. Wait, so how did that change? Did you just get more sad or? I'm joking.
Anyways, no, yeah, I'm excited to release that song, and that's what it's about. So there you
Nice. Yeah.
When
Did
are you
it,
releasing it?
go. Ooh, commitment. It's in the
You
final.
don't, you don't have to.
just a general thing.
Let's see. No, I don't have a date yet, but it's literally in the final stages of mixing. It's just that I can't make any decisions. Like, I'll be like, okay, I think it's done. And then I'm like, wait, but the bass, I think at this verse was just, there was the little clunk there. Okay, yeah, there's something with the mic there. And then I get like so
Oh,
over
I see what you
analytical in the mixing. Like,
Well, it's gonna be really
Final
good when it's
process.
out then.
I hope so.
Which
Or
will
maybe
be
I'll just
within
like
the next
over-edit
10
and-
years.
but-
Check it out.
Yeah.
Wait, did
no,
it
it
actually-
really will be out soon. Like,
Wait, did you write
within
it
a few weeks.
and then you just develop over a whole year, or did you just pick it up like a few months ago to actually develop it? Like,
No, I actually wrote it and started performing it. I like started performing it live
Oh,
a few
okay.
weeks after I wrote it. It came by pretty fast.
oh, okay. Shit. So
and
you've
then-
been working on it for a whole year basically to like become an actual song.
Yeah, I mean, I think I wrote it in the beginning and it was done,
Oh,
and then
that's
the
cool.
lyrics haven't changed, but the guitar and stuff has changed, and then it was just me, my voice, and the guitar, and then I went in the studio and added the whole band. So that took a while of figuring
Yeah.
out like, okay, what kind of vibe do I want? And it's kind of like chill coffee shop, like jazz-ish, not really jazz. I really don't know what to call it, but it's kind of like, you know, chill vibes. You know, I'm
Yeah.
alone. It's cool.
Lo-fi indie.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. You guys can figure out what genre it is.
We'll see
and
how it
listen
is.
to it. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I have other songs that I wanted to record and have an EP this summer, but that didn't happen because
Did you get busy or like?
yeah, work is a thing.
Oh,
and
shoot.
School is a thing.
That sucks.
But
oh, you took a summer class?
yeah, I took multiple, but
shit.
took 3.
Oh shoot! So just another school year.
Yeah,
More of the
I'm
grind,
I'm
guys.
just dying.
Never stops.
Yeah,
Pop star. Never stop.
Good movie. Yeah.
yeah. And so, but if you come to one of my live gigs, I'll perform like 6 of my originals, and you get to hear
Shit.
them on the spot. And stuff.
Boom.
I'm struggling. I'm sorry.
You are.
Was
I
that
can-
English?
You guys can just loop every time I like just start
just
speaking
zoom in
my
on
own
our
language. Where I'm just like, how's your
Just have us
kind
just
of
like.
a thing. Yeah. just
Monkey
zoom in
your
on
way
like
out
a
of here.
cringing face. that happens, especially because my job involves a lot of talking and explaining.
Shoot. What do you do
like,
for work?
I'm a gymnastics coach.
Oh shoot. Okay. That's nice.
So
man.
it's a lot of, I love it, but it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of explaining and talking. And
Are you the kind of coach, where like, hey, I won't tell you to do something unless I do it myself. So like, are you like out there doing everything they do?
wait, say it again.
It's like, you know, those coaches are like, I won't ask you to do anything if I can't or won't do it myself. It's like, if I tell you to do 10 push-ups, I'll do 10 push-ups with you.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Shit, okay.
That's not in my job description.
Yeah.
No, I try to find a good balance of like, I don't like let them get lazy, and I don't like let
Be
them
too-
slack. You know,
yeah.
like I'll be strict and on them, but I'm also like, I'll
Mellow.
totally like let them just have a good time and like encourage them and want them to do their best shot, even if
That's
they like
cool.
can't do a somersault. I'm just like, it's okay.
Oh, shit. You were like,
Let's just
little
go jump on
kids
the
or, like-
trampoline.
Are they like inexperienced or are they just like little kids that like can't do somersaults yet because they're too weak? No offense, but you know, we'll all get there.
You know, we all get there.
I couldn't do one until I was like 4th grade, I think. I don't really know.
There
I
you
still
go.
can't.
Wait.
Just kidding.
Unless it's a
Probably could've
cartwheel.
I can give you guys lessons.
Actually, I don't
guys.
know the difference
I'll give you
between a
my
cartwheel and a
business
somersault.
card.
Actually,
Somersault is when you just like,
You literally just like put your hands on the floor, tuck your head in, and roll over onto
yeah, cartwheel
was-
is like the full like.
the
Wheel.
sideways
dang.
cartwheel.
Okay, I guess I'll have to practice later.
There you go.
Really like.
Yeah, I really can't balance my body like that.
Mm. Yeah, I actually am one of the head coaches of a competition team. So they're a little bit older and they do more advanced. Like I choreograph their routines and we go to local competitions and you know try to get those medals.
Nice.
But I also work with younger kids too. It just kind of depends. It's a wide range. I was kind of a terrible gymnast myself. Like I got to like I could do like full twists and stuff and back tucks, but I started super late and like I took forever to progress because I
Oh.
just was not naturally talented.
Oh shoot. So is it talent or is it just like hard skill? Like you know how you can like run a mile if you keep practicing every day, but like is this
Right.
just like talent wise or is it like exercise wise? Like can you gain the strength to do whatever you want?
I think I definitely would prefer like work ethic over talent because if they really want it and they really like are driven, even if you don't have the natural talent, I think you can definitely go far. But also just sometimes there's just limits to people physically, like especially if you start really late and you like say if you're like if you're 19 and you don't know how to like do a somersault or like lift your leg like off the ground for 3 feet, then it's probably you're probably not going to get very far.
Oh dang.
In all
Okay.
honesty. But no, it's really surprising. There's been a lot of like underdogs that like I started, I couldn't even do a cartwheel when I was like 10.
Oh, shoot.
And then when I was like 14, I could do a standing back tuck and I never would have expected that. So you can go, I think different like, work ethic is more important
Oh,
than
okay.
talent. But
Yeah.
talent definitely helps.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Especially for like competitive gymnastics because that's extremely specific as far as like technique and body alignment and making sure like every angle and every like every element of your skill has to be like perfect in
Yeah.
order to beat somebody else because there's 1,000 other people doing the same thing, so you gotta have a lot of
Yeah, I get that.
yeah anyways
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Shit, what else do you do? You sing, you opera, you gymnastics.
Yeah, I opera, I gymnastics.
You also go to school and work.
Yeah, let's see, what else do I do? I used to be a mime. Just
Were
gonna
you
drop
actually?
that right now.
Wait, like those
Like
typical
face paint.
French dudes in like the park and like cartoons. Wow.
Straight up, yep. I used to be
Does
on a
it-
mime team. That's a fun fact, guys.
Wait,
That's-
was it just you alone? Were you with a group of mimes?
I just went out by myself. No,
It was like mime gang, you know.
no, I had a whole squad. It was
Wait, what is the
Mime
actual
squad.
like art behind
I
that?
feel like that, like
I'm
you'd probably
so
scare
weird.
a lot of people watching.
Yeah.
that. A lot of people are scared of mimes.
I
man.
know.
Really?
I feel like I need to
I don't
give
know. I feel like if they
context.
tried to mime on me, I'd just deck them in the face. I don't see the issue.
You might get grease paint on your hand.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh,
She's like,
my computer died. Yeah, I don't really.
Oof. Let's see. How do I describe this? So basically we would choreograph like stories to songs. Obviously without speaking. Obviously
yeah.
using, mime skills. I'll let your imagination go with that. But it was like a Christian organization or whatever. So
Clean miming.
just clean miming.
Clean
There you go.
miming.
No cursing while miming, guys.
Well, you
No.
can't really talk. Yeah, yeah, that didn't really fly. But it was actually really incredible because we kind of took like issues that are happening in everyday life, like bullying or like depression or like really intense, like losing a loved one or like having like an abusive family, like literally any kind of
Dang.
like insane
Deep
situation.
stuff.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
deep stuff. And so we would like use like our art form and like choreography and the music to kind of like connect with people in a way that kind of goes beyond words.
Yes.
If that makes sense. So
Yeah.
So
I mean,
like
shit.
basically I would just like destroy myself emotionally for like,
So it's like
the
a
benefit
Is
of
it kind of like a silent
them
film
feeling like
/ dance performance? Is it dance? I don't know what.
it's
like
more it's acting with like choreographed like movement.
So it's like a
so
silent
there's like
film?
some
I
dance
don't know.
element
Not to
to it.
insult it, but is
What
it
was
kind
it?
of like a silent film? Not to like insult like what you guys do. I don't
No,
really know if it's
yeah,
a-
no. I mean, sure, yeah.
yeah.
The lyrics help a lot with music.
Oh wait, there's
Not to
music?
insult the mime community.
Yeah, I mean I don't know if like
Never
calling you
thought you'd
guys.
say that. Huh?
Yeah.
No, there's like lyrics in the songs that help
Oh,
tell the
okay.
story,
That's cool, man.
and sign language as well.
Oh, so
Um,
you sign. Shit.
That's the sign we used in every song. No, no,
That's
yeah.
cool, man.
So we would like use that as a way to like encouraging people and like showing them that they're
Yeah.
not alone, and then also like we would incorporate like who God is and like our beliefs and stuff, and like just giving like hope and love,
Yeah.
and from like a Christian point of view to encourage people. And straight up, we made like grown men cry.
Oh, shit.
It was wild. It was so
Grown
wild. I
men
really
cried?
loved it. Yeah,
Big burly men shedding a tear
Straight up.
for a mime.
straight up. I'm not even kidding.
This is like straight out of a cartoon,
Crazy.
man.
So it was a good time. So I was a mime for like 5 years.
Oh,
That
5
happened.
years.
And I
Damn.
choreographed a lot of them, and
That's why people
Ended up being one of the leaders.
because they make them cry.
there you go.
yeah.
We had some goofy songs too.
Make me so
We did some kid
sad.
songs that weren't so extremely intense.
That's cool. That's cool.
But, you know, it was a good time.
Nice.
I hope that's some interesting content for all of you listeners.
Yeah.
Just like, what is her life? What the heck?
Would you ever be a mime again?
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't know.
Will Eliya mime again? Find out next episode.
There you go.
Guess it boils down to if does it pay well?
Just watch me show up in like Paris someday, just like on
Yeah.
the street corner, like.
Yeah.
No, the next episode is just her in full mime gear. Just like,
And I'll just do sign language the whole time, like
Yeah.
never don't speak.
We'll have to translate all of it. Oh god.
like, hey, what does that mean?
yeah.
Comment down below
Oh,
what
we got
she's
Kira.
saying.
Kira's ASL speaker. I don't know if she's
Yeah,
fluent.
shout out our other member of BrokeFeed that hasn't been on an episode in a while,
Hey,
Kira Sparker.
shout out to our
Kira!
deaf community.
Kira's the best.
Shout out to the mime community also. You guys are great. Thanks for making grown men cry
Yep.
yeah.
So yeah, he's
when
so
no one
confused.
else could.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, straight up.
Forrest Gump made me cry.
Yeah. me
Was
too.
Forrest Gump a mime?
I don't know, but it was definitely a sad movie. Any grown man should have cried to that. I
Unrelated, but I cried in Lego Batman. Have to
Damn.
admit that.
didn't even see
The,
that.
That was a low moment
wait,
for me.
when? And why?
You know
Like,
that
what-
Which part?
I feel judged.
I've
first
never
of all.
seen it, so I have no idea.
No,
what
I think
you're talking
I think I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Rolling Rat.
it
I
was
was-
so people think I don't know. It was it's just one of those times in your life where you're just like, wow, that was a moment for me. Like my best friend, like cried in Shrek the Musical, and I was like, you know what? Like,
That's different. Shrek is like deep as fuck.
Shrek is love.
Yeah.
Life.
Damn.
there you go.
I probably
Well, maybe
almost
I'm
cried
an
like
idiot then.
50 times during Endgame. Like,
Oh, dude, I totally
opening
cried.
scene, I was like in tears. I'm like, yo, Barton just lost his kid. Like,
Oh gosh,
and
yeah.
his family. I was like, dude.
I don't know. Well, with movies like that where you know how it's gonna.
I didn't know he was gonna lose his whole family in the first 10 seconds.
I know.
Okay,
I was
but
not
you
ready.
know
I
they're
love
coming
Hawkeye
back
so
by the
much.
end of
but
the
the thing is,
movie.
like, his
But
reaction to
still.
it, he's like,
He's
yo,
like, hey, where'd everyone go?
yeah. Okay, AJ,
What's up?
AJ.
I'm gonna go kill some people in
Okay,
Japan
I'm gonna,
now.
it's like this. Imagine you're the last person in your house, right? You and your dogs, and you leave one day and you never come back. How's your dog gonna feel? I'm gonna cry, dude. Thinking
I understand
about
it's sad,
Just
but
tears.
it's like a I don't know.
Oh,
I
now
can't
the
really get
tears.
emotional in like superhero movies unless it's like I don't know. I can't really
I just
remember
empathize with them
seeing
losing.
The Dark Knight, but like
Yeah.
that death was. Have you ever seen that? Either of those?
Which death? I saw it
The
with you. I saw it
Rachel.
in like 8th grade too.
That his like girlfriend
I don't
kind of
really
not
remember.
really hard. Anyway, she dies in the movie like halfway through, and it's kind of shocking. Like you don't because usually
Yeah.
it's like you know the hero saves the day or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
but she just
That's
dies,
bullshit.
and it just happens. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's unlike any other movie like or superhero movie, I guess, and that's kind of what sets it apart. Is it's like
Dang.
it's like you can't always save the day, and
Yeah.
you just gotta kind of
No,
do
yeah.
the best with what you're given. But I don't know. The only movies that have made me cry that I can remember, Up.
Oh my god.
Pixar
yeah.
always gets you.
Yeah, the
Pixar
intro?
always
Oh
gets
my
you.
gosh.
Very
When I was
true.
a kid, Toy Story 3 got me. That was
I don't remember
like,
that, but I probably cried then too. Honestly,
That
those were
one-
good.
that-
movies.
That hurt.
Yeah,
That shit
hurted.
hurted.
that hurted. And then Stranger Things season 3.
Ooh,
Oh my god, I haven't
ending.
seen
me
it.
too. That was me
Low-key.
2 days ago.
It wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't because like a certain character died or anything like that. It was more just some of the characters really reminded me of like people I know. Like I don't know. Like Hopper really reminds me of my dad a lot.
I've never seen it, so,
especially in the
yeah.
well, you would.
Yeah.
Okay, Game
I can
of
only
Thrones, man.
imagine.
But
What? I just said I can only imagine. God bless Chris Gillespie.
So there was like a personal element to it.
shout out Chris Gillespie if
What
you're
a
watching.
Chad.
But no, it's just I don't know. It was more just kind of how I don't know. Characters' deaths don't really get to me anymore. Like,
Damn.
like
I don't know. To
I don't
me,
know.
Tony Stark,
That was
Steve
sad,
Rogers.
but like
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like all the deaths lately have been so like expected. You know, like you knew Tony Stark was.
Yeah, but it's like the whole buildup of
movie.
like a almost 10-year,
no,
career.
I understand. I
It's
just
ending right
I
there.
don't know. I thought it's more like a bummer to me that I won't ever
Yeah.
see that character again.
Yeah. And it's also sad because he's
doesn't
got a
make me
kid
cry.
too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the predictability kind of like.
Yeah. Steve wasn't that sad because at least we know he lived a life and like he was an old man. It was
Well, he didn't die either.
Didn't he just die?
What do you mean?
Didn't Steve die?
No, I don't think so. He was just chilling.
What
He's
the
an old
hell?
man.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
kind of-
His
it's kind
career
of-
ended, guys.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Well, no, he's an old man. In the new Spider-Man movie, though,
I haven't seen it. Please don't spoil.
I'm not going to, but the opening scene
It's
is
so
like
good.
a memorial kind of, and it has like the Vision and Iron Man and Black Widow and Captain America is on there too.
Oh wait, really?
So
Dang.
Which one?
Chris Evans.
Oh, God.
So
Maybe he
either
just-
the whole world thinks he just died, or in like the battle or something, or he actually did die of old age.
Maybe.
So, but I am more
That's
leaning
a
towards.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't really elaborate on it because it's kind of like he died because he'll never be in a movie.
yeah,
like,
yeah. I guess that's
again.
fine.
Maybe he'll make like a cameo, but I don't know.
He'll be that other old guy that cameos in every movie. the
That'd
new
be-
old guy.
that'd
That
Oh my gosh.
That would be cool,
he
but
could keep on the legacy.
the new Spider-Man, not to spoil it, but it didn't have any kind of cameos of any sort. No Stan Lee or anything.
Wait, was there any event? I don't want to know. Actually, I don't want. I don't. No,
Endgame?
no. Don't. I don't want to know spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
There wasn't any kind of cameo.
No, I was gonna ask you if there's any Avengers in there.
Oh, no, we ain't saying anything.
yeah.
Yeah, I won't spoil any kind of that, but yeah, that was a good movie. Also,
Nice.
Yeah,
check it
it
out.
was really
Yeah.
good.
So, would you guys like to wrap it up?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you for getting on our podcast.
Of course.
Episode
Thank you for having
16.
me.
Oh wait, 15. 15.
Number 15.
Yeah.
This was
Elia,
fun.
check out. Drop your at. What's your at on Instagram?
Oh, Eliya_music, and
Nice.
Eliya is ELIYA. So
Yeah, remember that. She's performing in Ojai probably soon. You'll see it on her story.
yeah, I'm
Dropping a
performing.
single.
Yeah, check out her song
Yeah.
coming out soon. Do you have
Yes.
any music on Spotify right now?
No, but
not
I have
yet?
a YouTube channel of covers if you want to
Okay.
stalk me.
Ooh,
Boom.
Yeah, check out her
Um,
YouTube channel.
Yeah, and
It's
I'll
for
be in
some
Camarillo too.
quality
I have different
content.
gigs
Oh
coming
shit.
up. So
Yes. Check
So-
her Instagram out, guys.
Instagram has
All
all
right.
the
Thanks for
info if
listening
you
to
wanna listen.
BrokeFeed.
Bye.